In my opinion, we've been celebrating June 10th since 1979. It became a federal holiday in Texas in 1979. But why I didn't hear about it till the 2000s? Uh, Now, my memory is bad, so I might have heard about it, didn't know what it was. But why it took till the 2000s before it to become a national holiday. And I was reading where it said that Martin Luther King Jr. got a holiday, while we ain't got June 10th as a national holiday. And the holiday is where your employer can let you be off or he don't have to. It's not really, that special holiday like July the 4th and stuff, because they don't want to piss the other white people off. Too bad. But Texas, now this, we're going to have a civic lesson on this because this is confusing. Now, the Emancipation Proclamation came about in 1863. April of 1863. But it took November before it was down on paper in the 13th Amendment that we were officially freed. And then it didn't take till June of 1865 before the people in Texas knew they were free. Okay? They had mail service. Why didn't the mail go out to every state, let them know that this is what's happening? I ain't going to speculate. But I think it's stupid of us to really be celebrating being freed by the white people. I don't think we have nothing to celebrate, until we get that 4 acres and a mule and that reparations and everything else that we are owed. I don't think we should be celebrating nothing because you know what the celebration is doing? It's making the white people even richer with their apparel with June 10th on it. The food that you buy to commemorate the day. All that stuff is going right back into white people's hands. Now, I could see that if the celebration was all the way black, everything had to be bought and sold from black people. But it's not going to happen because you look at all that apparel, what is saying there? Made in China. Not even made in America. Where some black hands might have made it. Made in China. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I bet you it says made in China. And they have all this stuff. They got special food you could cook. Where you gonna get it from? Kroger or whatever major grocery stores they got down there. Now this is a new year, and we need to start thinking new. We need to start thinking about the future but we ain't, because you got black people that love to, celebrate anytime they can. Instead of taking that time that we have off of work and all this stuff, instead of taking time to clean up our neighborhood or help one another or try to make our put our money together and uh, have a coffee, have a something that we can build on. No, we don't do that. We go out there and spend all the money to buy celebration stuff from the white people. And you know why? That's why they don't have to do nothing for us, because look how we act. We weak. We didn't take that into consideration. What happened when uh, the busing thing? When they stopped riding the bus, it took them about a year, but they finally took notice. And we shouldn't have never went back to riding the bus. We should have built up our own bus. And if you want to ride the city bus, fine. But we should have had our own bus. We should demand respect in everything and everywhere. And the only way you're going to get that respect, if it's by your people. So, I celebrated one time, but I didn't celebrate it no more after I realized we are celebrating not knowing that we were freed for 2 years. Oh, that's too much for me. And they've been celebrating it down in Texas since 1979. Well, we need to find out how that's been going down there. Have they gotten any better as far as um, building and owning and from what I understand, I don't know. They say that that's still one of the racist states in the, as big as Texas is. You know, if all of us black people, I ain't gonna say all, because all of us ain't gonna be together. They ain't gonna never be together, because some black people hate to be black. Um, if we all had to move to big ass Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Arizona, over there, and just build and just so and had our own little nation, for about 50 years until we got strong enough and got what we deserved, and then branched out and whatever, we would be better off. We would have been better off. Look how big Texas is. Texas, Mexico. If we had to did all that, you probably wouldn't have all those Mexico cartels. You wouldn't have all these people trying to come here from Mexico and all those places, because it would be a better place to live. You wouldn't be trying to come to this God-forsaken country. And it's in, you know, if I was able to leave, I would. And that is no doubt. But I've been poor too long. And I can't even manage my money. If I had been smart, and said, well, I'm going to save up my money for the next 10 years and leave, I probably could have did that. But I wasn't that smart. Okay? That's why we have to start being smart, so at least the next at least the next at least generation after, at least the coming fourth generation will be a lot smarter than us. They have to be smarter than AI, or AI gonna take them over. They're gonna be working for AI if they don't get smarter than AI, and they're not gonna do that. Because the schools are messed up. They're not really teaching. Unless you got a lot of money, your kids are going to get a third-rate education. I mean, our kids are going to schools that have a rating of 5 as being the worst school in the nation. Now, how is that fair? And you got a lot of these parents out here that's not trying to help their kids. Even if you was forced to send your kids to a school like that, you should still be teaching them at home. Or let's just say retired teachers can have a free tutoring. But we can't do that because these parents are so ignorant that anything could piss them off. And they'll come up there and beat your ass because you said something wrong to your kids. I mean, it's hard to help one another when we have such a low demeanor. And we have such a bad attitude. Because see, that's what happened to my kids. They were so sensitive. And sometimes it may be mentally, it may be a mental thing or whatever. And we need to take care of that. And I don't know why. I don't know why our kids don't want to finish school. I had a nephew that got all the way to the 11th grade and dropped out. You know, it's really weird. And these are the same people that don't want to see other people. That is crabs in the barrel. They don't want to see other people thrive. None of my mother's kids went to college. I don't know who graduated. I don't know nothing about my other family members, kids or whatever, because we don't talk. And see, their kids don't know my kids, and their kids are not going to know my kids. When is it going to end? When are these people going to know they have family? And it's the same way with me. I don't know my kids. I don't know my sister's kids. I know the first sets because we was much younger when we had them. But I don't know their kids. And I don't know my cousin's kids. But anyway, getting back to that June 10th. I don't understand why I never heard of it. Until, because our what I would like to see, celebration, a real celebration, I don't, let me see. Oh boy. Our celebration should be a major celebration. It don't even got to be federal because you know what? We don't even want the white people to even get involved. The white people could, go ahead on because the only thing they're going to do is uh, monetize it. We should have a Black History celebration. Not Black History Month. We should take a day out, a weekend, and just celebrate our history. Not the history that they want us to remember, the history here in America. No, that's their history. Well, something like that.